The capacity to hate is a frightening human reality. We are always ready to blame another if circumstances can free us from our own self-guilt.
Hello and welcome to The Final Podcast, the last podcast you will ever listen to. We are the creators of the Spooky Pit, the innovators of the Passion Bump, and we take you down the darkest rabbit holes of all things horror.
Welcome, spooky bitches. We review horror movies and fuck them with comedy. We are your final bros, Brian Hotboy LaGrassa and Shane Caribbean Queen Smith. And we are joined today by our Scream Queen, Jen, the producer, and special guest, my brother, probably most tenured guest on this podcast.
I think so. He's up there.
Damian, it's been a while. Happy to have you back.
What's up?
You ready for Fucked Up February?
I am.
This is your first of 2 episodes you'll be doing on Fucked Up February. You have this, The Faces of Death, and you will finish Fucked Up February with Sallow, The 120 Days of Sodom. Which one were you looking forward to more?
Probably Sallow, considering I just watched this movie, Faces of Death, right before I came in here.
Welcome to my month of torture.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about it in extensive detail.
Yeah, this one, it's the worst one of the 4 we're watching. We're reviewing, for February.
I finished a video game while I was watching this.
Nice.
It was definitely more productive than this movie.
Definitely.
So, this is my thing. This movie is fucked up, but it's boring.
Yeah, I think when this movie was made back in the 70s, I think a lot of people were like, so not everything is real. Spoiler. Most of it's not real. Some of it I think is just the kind of like footage that has been cropped from like TV and shit like that.
Yeah.
So some of it is real, but most of it's not. There's like a shock value to this. I think the director's vision, even though I still kind of fret with it, was like he wanted to bring death like to the surface and make people like see like what death looks like and get a shocking response. It's really just like a shock value movie.
Yeah, it's 100% what it is.
People say it's a documentary, a mockumentary. I have no idea. In any case, they were going for something. I still like don't completely understand what the vision of the movie was, but it definitely made me feel a certain way after watching it. As uninteresting as it was,
I imagine it made you, at some point, kind of wet.
fair.
That's a statement.
Whereas I was sandpaper by the end of this.
You're just so dry.
I was just so done with this
Like
movie.
Nevada dry.
Just Sahara Desert.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I just felt like it was like morbid. Because I watched it by myself like really early, like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, shit just
Right
fucking
before
dead.
bed?
Yeah, like half of it's like cruel animal deaths.
Yeah.
And it is. It chronicles like the different way people die, and it's just like such a broad topic. That's why I think it was like, I have no idea. The scope was too big. So the direction I think was not great, but it made me feel like kind of just sad.
Yeah, it's just sad to watch. So let's get sad and jump into the Spooky Pit.
Oh, you want to handle this part or is it me again?
It's you.
Okay.
You do this.
Yeah, you're right. I've
do.
historically done this. This has been my thing, and then you do the eulogy. That's your thing. And
Yeah. What, do you want to change that?
No, but I like the way your boner looks. Okay, Faces of Death was released in 1978. The plot of this movie? A compilation of death scenes. The movie is directed by John Allen Schwartz, and it stars Michael Carr as Dr. Francis B. Gross. That's all I got.
That's all there is.
Just a bunch of deaths is really about the best anybody could do for the plot of this movie.
Yeah, it's death, and there's like 5 of these movies or some or more.
Yeah,
like
there's a whole bunch.
They're gonna reboot it. I heard and then you told me that there's a movie called The Traces of Death, which is more like
Real, I think.
real deaths.
Yeah.
But the feel of even the fake deaths kind of felt real.
Yeah.
But the style was like very dull and kind of like carried one scene into another. It's like it's hard for anything to like really hold you. It's just like kind of like purposeless death.
Yeah, there's no
another.
plot, really. I guess because it is like a documentary type movie, so...
Yeah, it's like, oh, people die, in this way. Like, they get shot. People die by jumping, out of a building. People die by natural disaster.
Yeah.
And then, there's cruel animal deaths. That's how they die. And it's just like, what are you trying to tell me? That was what I took away from this movie.
I think it's more for the people that are curious about what happens when you're at the store and you want to buy a pound of beef. How did that beef actually get there?
Yeah.
I'm sure 90+% of people are not really interested in that, but I guess the small percentage of people that want to know how that meat got there.
I'll tell you what, the slaughterhouse scene in this movie is fucking brutal.
Very
So I don't know if that's like an
Yeah,
actual.
it's very bad.
If that's an actual portrayal, or that's just like an old timey portrayal of what goes on in there. But it ain't gonna make me go vegan, but it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's not gonna make me go vegan either, but it's not something everyone watches.
I mean, like I think that's pretty fucking brutal. The guy just goes up and slices the throats of animals. That was heartless.
wouldn't want that job.
No.
So let's talk. So this movie opens just with surgery.
Do you like operations?
Not a fan of watching them.
What about the board game?
Fun game. You got water on the knee. Operation.
Wow.
It's a whole bucket. See? Operation.
Oh my God. Look at you.
Can I get sued for that?
A little bit.
No.
If we make any money off this eventually, yeah.
Now take off all your clothes.
I'm not gonna do that part.
Okay.
So then we just see a bunch of
Shane.
dead bodies.
Shane, take off all your clothes.
There we go.
No,
It's getting hot in here, Shane.
that's not happening.
You know what Nelly says?
for
Take them
Brian.
off.
It's getting hot
Do
in
it
here.
for Brian.
I'm not gonna do it for anyone. Actually,
I have a
Just staying on.
theory that you don't have like a normal penis, but you have like a unicorn horn down there. Thoughts? Rhyhorn?
Incorrect. It's just your average white male penis.
Okay.
Are you the protagonist from a Serbian film?
God, no. Not always hard.
Rock hard.
Mr. Rockhard. We'll get into that next week. So now we just see all these dead bodies. They're in a morgue. Bodies are like blown up.
They're bloated. Is that just like what death swells look like, or are they embalmed? Like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. They didn't explain it in the movie either.
They also look very Cretan-like.
Mummified of some sort?
Yeah, like decayed mummies almost.
Yeah, it's gross. We're going to get grosser because now we just see them cutting open human bodies and just like pulling parts out. Some of the parts, I don't even know what they are. There's like a black thing.
Yeah, there's literally like it looked like fucking ribs. Like not like a human rib. I mean like sauced and seasoned ribs from a fucking steakhouse.
Yeah, it's like just black and ribby. Like, I don't know what it was. Was it tumors?
Maybe, I don't know. There's only like one part that kind of looked like a heart, and like
Yeah.
besides that, it's just like entrails, and they're just like moving shit in the body, and they're like, I think that you have that like pizza cutter rotating tool to cut the scalp.
Bone saw.
Yeah, because they're cutting off someone's like scalp, and like just to get to see the brain inside.
Yeah, it's like Saw 3.
Yeah, so you got to be very comfortable with this movie with like gore and blood and like stuff like that, because you're getting hit with it right at the get go. And as this is going on, you're actually getting, you know, what I like to always call Microsoft Paint red font, just like in a little like music blurb
Bang!
with every incoming credit.
Yeah. Then we cut to our main character, the doctor, who's taking off his bloody scrubs, and he's talking to us about a reoccurring dream that he has about death.
Yeah, this guy's gonna take us on a journey of the many faces of death.
He basically has this like reoccurring dream of like a woman in a casket and a priest, and he's hoping that like somehow this dream would like help him understand death. It doesn't.
The dream is like this woman who's dead getting lowered into a burial site, right? Like,
Yeah. He wants to like fix his perspective on death from this dream or something like that.
yeah.
Like, his intentions are very random.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe
It
it.
is. It's like he's like a little all over the place, but
Yeah. One of the first things he talks about is like families in like I think he says Mexico that can't afford to keep their family members buried, and then they're just the bodies are stolen.
this fucking movie.
Yeah, so like, but from that we then see like the dog fighting, and then just goes right into dog fighting, and I'm like, are we at Michael Vick's house? Like, what's
Oh my
going
God.
on here?
Yeah, it's a little bit scattered in terms of like the way they do the deaths, but yeah, now we're gonna have to see two pit bulls fighting against each other. And is this Mexico?
They don't say where
They
this
don't
is.
say where? Yeah, you literally just see two dogs like ripping each other apart, and then I think there is a cut to like one dead
Yeah, I don't know if that dog's actually
or the
Dead, I
throat
feel
was
like
fucking
it was
pretty cut up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This movie is basically this doctor is just going around traveling, recounting all these different deaths that he's seeing. and he's just
exactly.
recording them, right? For trying
Science.
trying to bring deaths that like people wouldn't see every day.
He's just trying to understand it, but I just don't know what exactly about it he's trying to understand.
That's true. Yeah.
Because then he starts talking about, like, later on in the movie, he starts jumping to, like, supernatural and, like, the afterlife.
So weird.
And I'm like,
Out
you
of
probably
nowhere.
should have just stopped with the death part, because I feel like now you're kind of expanding and building on your idea, and you're losing me.
Yeah, well, especially because at the end of the movie, I feel like he's like, and I proved ghosts exist.
Oh yeah, he got into ghost hunting very shortly.
Very strange. All right, so we got dogfighting. Next, we move to what I like to call the spider eating a bird scene.
Yeah.
It's a big spider. It's like a tarantula type spider.
Yeah. Just eating a bird.
You've never eaten birds before, Shane? I've eaten a lot of birds.
Well, technically, we all have, right? Aren't chickens birds?
What about eggs?
I mean, they're laid by birds, so...
A chicken is a bird.
Yeah.
It's poultry is
Yeah,
the term.
so
It's
we're
poultry.
we've eaten bird.
Thanksgiving, you eat a turkey.
Yep.
Turkey bird. Who's eating pigeon?
Pigeons are underrated animals. Like,
I like their little head bob as they walk.
yeah. I like pigeons. I
Like-
also like seagulls.
It's like I feel like they're always listening to like 90s rap.
90s rap hits, by
Yeah.
the way.
We cut to the next scene, which I like to call the piranhas eating a snake scene.
Yes. Is it just me, or did it look like just one piranha was eating the snake? And I'm like, this is not how piranhas do their business. I feel like, isn't it like a school of them just
Yeah,
fucking
it's-
munching?
yeah, it's-
This is a ginormous snake, and one piranha is taking it down.
It was pretty gross looking, the snake afterwards.
It was just like fucking the inside of its. There was no body. It was
Yeah,
just like a couple of
Carcass,
strings
yeah, it
of
was
carcass.
gross.
Yeah. Speaking of piranhas, we gotta do Piranha 3D.
We are going to do Piranha 3D.
Thank God.
Won't mention when yet, but it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
You know what else is coming?
I can only imagine there's so many death scenes in this movie.
These tribal men shooting a blow dart at a monkey.
Dude, did you see like how thin this blow dart was? It was so thin. I actually have to give him like a nod to his craftsmanship. with this.
I mean, the fact that he
Weaponry?
even hit something with the blow dart, I feel like that's hard to aim.
Yeah, but I think these men are gladiators, let's be honest.
Yeah.
These men know what they're doing. They're, they're tribes people. They
Warriors.
Don't use, they make their weapons. They're not like getting like welded weapons or weapons made of steel. They're making this out of bamboo, scraps, and plant fibers.
I just found it funny how like the native shoots the blow dart and like it ends up on the monkey's head like vertically.
Yeah.
It was one of those
The
wanted
shot.
wanted
He
blow
curved the
darts.
bullet. James McAvoy was actually the one who shot the blow dart.
He just went full Aboriginal for this.
Oh my. That happens. This is just gross. We see the tribe then drinking the spit alcohol. It was like alcohol made out of their spit or something like that.
Was this the one in the bowl?
Yeah.
Did that have anything to do with the monkeys or no?
No, it was just the same tribe.
Yeah.
Because then they also show that this tribe has shrunken heads of the rival tribe.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just thought the spit alcohol was gross because
they-
he mentioned they spit in
they
it
meant-
to like
they me-
ferment it or something.
Yeah, but there's a reason why they drank the spit alcohol.
What was
I
it?
don't remember exactly what ritual why they do it, but they mentioned it.
Please don't ask me.
I'm not going to. I don't remember.
know. I really don't know.
I mean, it could just be a delicacy, but I thought they mentioned like it was medicinal or something.
I don't remember. I just know that like one of the main things is they show the shrunken head from a rival tribe, and that's just like I learned that's real. It's not just like a myth that they just actually had shrunken heads back in the day.
I don't know if that's like a thing that's like wards off other. It is like a threat
Yeah.
or like a.
Well, I mean, if I saw like one of my friends shrunken head at a rival's place, I wouldn't go there anymore. I'd be like, all right, I'll steer clear of there. I don't want my head there.
No, yeah,
you should
know.
take that head home though.
No, I'm not even gonna ask him for it. I'm just gonna go away.
I don't know why does it have to be the shrunken head? How do you make a shrunken head?
Salt? I actually have no idea.
You just keep salting.
Yeah.
What are we snails?
Maybe.
How about we do this? How about we cut off their dick, and you salt the dick, and then you pike that up there. Maybe a little toothpick. That'll ward them off.
Jesus Christ. Maybe. I mean, it would ward people off. No one wants to see a dick on a stick.
Heinz ward.
Football player. Wait, Heinz ketchup.
Nice. Oh my God.
Where are we going with
Ash
this?
Ketchum.
I've been to the Heinz Ketchup Factory.
How is that? Where is that?
It's in Pittsburgh.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Heinz Field is
Family still
very
lives
nice.
there.
Oh, is that why it's called Heinz Field?
Oh, look at that.
I never put one and two together.
You're welcome.
Would you think it'd be fun to be in one of these like tribes?
No.
No.
I like living
We
in a
answered that
house.
so quickly.
I'm not saying like take away what you know.
Which is not much.
from movies or
Yeah, and everything. And you're born there. You
Take
think you're
away-
enjoying it.
Yes, because that's all you know.
It's all
would
you
be,
know.
It would be normal at that point.
It's normalcy. And then you see these directors coming and making movies. Would you want a little taste of that action?
Yeah, probably.
Put yourself in the headspace of
the shrunken head?
one of those diaper-wearing warriors. And you see some guy coming in a film set making a movie. You're gonna feel. You want to be a part of it?
I don't know. I'd probably
I'd just be like, all right, time to come to hiding.
eat their eyes or something. Isn't that what happens in the Green Inferno?
well,
And bones.
aside from the violence, person on person there, just the actual rainforest itself is quite dangerous.
Yeah, like
Right.
everything there wants to kill you.
Yeah. Like probably nasty
forward.
parasites, bugs,
Yeah,
snakes.
isn't that where the parasite just swims up into like your like fucking penis tube or what? And then you get like disease. It's crazy.
I heard about that. The one thing that swims up your piss.
Yeah.
When you piss and
I saw that on
disgusting.
that what was that show? River Monsters.
That
Yeah,
show
that's
is literally
great show.
incredible.
Have you seen that bug that goes into fish's mouths and eats their tongue?
Yes. I just saw that
And then
recently.
it acts as their tongue, so if the bug literally ever leaves, like the fish will die.
It's a new
It's a
parasite,
parasite,
right?
yeah.
That was crazy.
It's not new.
It's always yeah.
Yeah.
It's just new. Is it newly discovered
new,
though? Or?
No, it's new to you.
It's terrifying.
Oh, I thought that was like a new discovery.
No, they've known about it. It's just not something that needed to be in our psyche. So probably haven't heard about it till we're adults.
I think not even like it mimics. It becomes the tongue, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does.
Yeah, so it literally sits in the mouth and it pretty much brings the food into the fish's stomach, like it throws it back pretty much like a tongue would. So the fish becomes dependent on it.
You know, if they made this movie nowadays and they're thinking about remaking Faces of Death, I feel like COVID shit would be in there, like pandemic shit. Because
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't mention anything about
Black-
that.
the
Black
Black
Plague,
Plague
yeah,
and
like they
stuff
didn't
like
mention
that,
anything
or
about
like-
diseases.
Do we have? I'm curious about this because the last like worldwide pandemic was right before the Roaring '20s, which was about 100 years ago. I wonder if we like look back to that time, there'd be a bunch of like disease and pandemic movies.
Probably. I mean,
Then again, we
Silent.
went right into the depression right after that.
I'm sure once like movies start really becoming like made again, I feel like it's slowing down a lot.
Oh,
because
definitely.
There's gonna be like pandemic movies. We'll probably get like a documentary on like
the many
Trump
phases
Biden,
of disease.
like yeah.
I feel like people are kind of over the pandemic movies though, because like they included it in a lot of like TV shows,
Yeah.
and people were just not into it. Like they were like, "I'm over this."
It's just-
Because
it's
they're-
the same shit, you know?
can't do it like now because we're still technically living it. It's like you gotta do it like 15 years down the line.
Because
when-
then there's no resolution, and then when they give you a resolution, but we're still in it, everyone's
Yeah.
just like, "Nah, fuck that."
Yeah.
There's a small mention to it in this movie.
Is there?
Yeah, with rats, vampire
He's right.
bats.
Yep.
The
you're-
vampire bats, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But first, we have to see a dying lion and a tribe dancing around it.
Can't, bro. Oh my
Okay.
god. Thanks for pointing out the I actually love lions. to
Me
be
too.
honest.
I like any kind of cat-like
Big
animal.
cat?
Yeah, big cat.
There's
I'm
a really
big cat guy.
really good documentary on Netflix I watched recently just called Animal.
Mm-hmm.
4 episodes. One of them is on, I think it's the first episode. It's called Big Cats. Very interesting. Makes you respect cats more.
Especially the one that ate the guy from Tammy and the T-Rex.
Incredible.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
Great movie.
So here we go. Now we're going into the butcher's shop.
Yeah.
We're going to see a butcher and a cow, and he sharpens an axe.
The way this is shot, I don't think you actually see the butcher's face, right? They
No,
it's just
they
kinda
don't
like,
show any of
It
the...
just kind of like routine motion, him doing his thing. This is how it happens. This is how you get your meat, or else not how you maybe get your meat, but how you, for
Yeah.
the most part, get your meat.
So, like, we see, like, a cow's head cut off, sliced, and the blood pouring down. It's, like, in this, like, apparatus thing or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
contraption.
Ooh,
Uh,
the apparatus contraption.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what these tools are
They
called.
call it now. There's, like, sheep hanging upside down, and their throats are being cut, and there's just blood everywhere. We're seeing the animal skinned alive.
Are butcher
Not
sh-
alive, dead. They're dead and being
Butcher
skinned.
shops, are they like still a thing? I
Yeah,
f-
you have a meat shop literally down the road.
that is a good point.
Yeah. I mean, they're not
So,
the
yes.
one.
Walk away.
They're
It's
not.
there's a butcher there, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
What do you mean walk away? You been there?
It's a walk away from your house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll walk away.
Not that you can leave because your front door will literally shatter.
Good point. Speaking of points, Shane's penis.
What?
What do you got to say, bud?
It doesn't speak. Oh my god.
Speechless.
What I have to say is we're also going to see a chicken get put in this like It's a stump, and there's two like metal bolts, yeah, coming out, and they get the chicken's head stuck in between them, and then just cut the chicken's head off, and then the body just flops around.
Yeah, I think they mentioned
like a chicken with its head cut off.
The narrator, who's just a thrill to be around, you want him at every party. He was even mentioning like when the head's cut off, feels no pain. It's just like it's done, and
it's nerves.
It's just nerves that make the chicken flop around. What it's reminding me of is an episode of South Park when the Helen Keller turkey is in with all those other turkeys in the slaughter trailer as a projection screen comes on as the turkeys watch these beautiful landscapes.
Oh my god!
And then that saw blade comes, kills every turkey except the Helen Keller turkey, who just flopped over and misses it.
I forgot about that episode. Honestly, that's a more humane way of killing them than what like it seems like we see in this movie.
The butcher, that's my girlfriend would hate my guts if I showed this to her.
Did you film the dogfighting scene and send it to her?
No, but I definitely like to push buttons. I've always been a button pusher.
She will literally break up with you.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to push the buttons, though, Jen, to get off.
You'll be the only one getting off.
I'll get off two ways. I'll get off of dogs and traveling, and I'll get off.
Watching her leave.
But like the thrill of the situation.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. So speaking of thrills,
can you get off with me, guys?
I'm not.
I'm okay.
I'm gonna talk about this next situation. Damian was telling me off the podcast how much he wants to go to a restaurant like this.
Was he?
We see a restaurant in, I think it's the Mediterranean or Middle East or something like that, and there it's a circular table with a hole in the center, and you're like, oh, why is there a hole in the center of this table? They put a monkey into said hole and bolt its head where it's still on top of the table.
And you see him making... This is just sick, the fact that they actually did this to a monkey, even if the death was fake.
Yeah, I believe, from what I read, they don't actually beat the monkey with the mallets. It's kind of just... They actually did tie a monkey into the table, which is fucked up
you
in
have
and
to,
of itself.
You see the hole, you see the monkey's head, and the monkey's screaming. It's super uncomfortable.
The actual murder of the monkey wasn't real, and they used, like, just... some kind of like fake stuff for the brains and stuff. That scene was fake, the rest of it. But yeah, they just hand each patron a mallet. I guess it's
a little mallet. It's a little tiny thin mallet.
They make you do it.
Yeah, and
they make you earn your meal.
You literally just beat a monkey's brains out and then eat the brains.
And like the patrons were like, oh, picking out the brains. They have to cut the head open. They pick out the brains of the monkey, and they're like, one of the guy kept eating it, and one of them was like, it's not so good. I'm like, what the fuck do you expect? And you probably spent literally your entire life savings to do this, because I could only imagine this probably costs a lot of money.
Yeah, like...
kind of delicacy.
I can't see uncooked brain being tasty.
No.
There was a reasoning the narrator gave, which is basically like, the more brains you eat, the closer you get to God.
Yep, I remember that.
Was the reasoning. And so, like, the one guy is like, give me all the brains I could possibly eat.
They look like normal people, though.
They were supposed to. I think that's the point.
Can they just give me all the money that they were using to do this worthless experience to pay off my car and student loans? Like, seriously?
Yeah. Be nice.
People like that, I'm just like, you have too much time and too much money.
Ugh. All right. I'm just thinking where we're even getting to next.
Is it the alligator kill that's coming up?
Not yet. We're getting there. The next scene is where a man has I'm just going to call it the AR-15, and he's just opening fire on a sea otter.
That's right.
Yep.
Is this they call them poachers?
I don't know. I think these guys are just hunting.
Just hunting, yeah.
Because then he also opens fire on a shark for shark fin soup, because apparently shark fin soup's like a delicacy, even though I've no desire to eat the fin of a shark.
No. What about shark jerky?
Might be good. Don't know.
Did you ever eat shark jerky, Dim?
I did not, no. But it's...
I got you exotic jerky one time, but I don't think that was one of them.
Very exotic, very expensive.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, no joke. Like, you go to, like, those beef jerky outlets, like, Mako shark jerky is, like, $70.
They're
for, like,
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you get, like... You don't get that much.
No, you're right. You get, like, a little pouch.
Literally.
It's probably because it's like highly illegal to kill sharks like that, I think.
Yeah, that's like the poaching thing. You're
Yeah.
like just like hunting just to skin them and get their shit. Like,
well, speaking of skinning to get shit, let's go seal clubbing.
this scene is fucking brutal.
Yeah, so you always heard that, like, the meme that's like, let's go club some seals or whatever. Like,
and you always heard the meme where like, you get a group of friends and you just go to like the seal farms and you just fucking lay waste to every seal that's on the field.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's like you just actually have a club and beat a seal with it. Which I'm just like, how do you have that in you as a person to just beat a seal?
And now that puts that phrase in perspective because it's literally on the screen. So I guess it's had to be a thing at some point where people just club seals. But
I would ask the same thing about the monkey.
Yeah, literally, they're just like going up to all these seals that are just on a field,
just not bothering anyone,
and clubbing them to death. Why are they killing the seals? Is it for something that
I think it's their fur.
Their skin fur?
Their skin fur, I think. I don't know.
They also used to make like makeup out of that stuff.
I think baby seals are furrier, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It could also be like, you ever just
Did they make makeup out of that, though, by the way?
Yeah, like I don't remember what they used seal for, but I know like fat from sharks was originally used in lipstick.
Well, I heard like in mascara too, like one of the ingredients is like seal blood.
Is that true?
And remember, you also have to, and you have to think about like this too, you have to compile all of the seals, the dead seals, because you have to actually conjure the musician seal.
There used to be a great... Okay.
There used to be a bunch of seals on this field.
Oh my God. Yeah, so...
I'm already over this movie.
Seal is there. He's clubbing them. It's crazy. Seal doesn't actually club seals. I need that on the record. So now we cut to the poachers, just illegally hunting other animals.
Yeah.
And then we get to the scene, Bride, where we see an alligator. He's just being an alligator. They're like interviewing people about the alligator.
It's kind of funny.
And
is this real? Probably not.
I don't think this one is.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what do you think about the alligators? They're like, they're dangerous because they're alligators. And then the alligator just attacks and eats like one of the game wardens there.
Yeah, and it's a little off. You can't really see the shot, but you just see the guy like fall in the water and like the after effects of him just like, this dude's dead.
Well, he literally throws a rope, what looks like shoelace, to try and catch the alligator, and the alligator just like pulls him off the boat and then just tears him apart.
It's just like, you're mine now.
The alligator does that classic alligator death roll where it just spins around and rips your body parts off.
Yeah, I think the narrator like refers to it as like a violent retaliation because of like how mankind mistreats them. I guess because people use gator skin.
Yeah.
But what was your plan throwing this? It was like a looped rope.
I don't know.
Very skinny looped rope.
Probably thought he could lasso the fucking croc. Like,
there's just no way you're gonna be able to do that.
I know you could do the shit. I really want a fan boat gator action in Louisiana backwoods. It's one of my top things that I want to do.
I fan boated in Florida and saw gators once.
Oh, you mean like through the bayou?
Through the bayou.
That's what I want to do. I want to go to
Right?
New Orleans and do that.
Right?
It looks fun.
There we go, Jen. I smell a trip coming.
That'd be your
I was
third
actually-
vacation.
I was actually, literally. No, I was planning to go like right before COVID started. We were either going to go to Canada or we were going to go to New Orleans because my cousin lives like an hour outside.
Very cool.
And also, it's like a Scooby-Doo dream of mine to go on the bayou and just like do one of those things.
That's very, very fair because of the zombie movie
That
where you can eat crawdads.
Fucking,
Oh my God.
fucking excellent.
Great
It
movie.
really is
Great
a
movie.
perfect movie.
It is.
Okay.
Better than this one.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're right.
Well, we're gone from animals now. Animals are done. We're moving to our first topic of people,
Too bad kids
which
not here.
is assassins.
so fucking dumb. I have so much to say about this scene. It's so
I'm
fucking
so
dumb.
glad you do because I don't.
We talking about Francois Jordan and like how this guy's wearing a mask, yet we know his name. Like, what the fuck?
He's like a trained sniper
Yeah.
with extreme range and deadly accuracy.
He's very popular.
yeah.
He assassinates a guy giving a speech, right? It's supposed to be him who assassinated the guy giving a speech.
He's a hired man. I just don't understand why they. And do they even muffle his voice when he does the interview? I don't think so.
No.
He's just a dark and I feel like they give you all the information about the guy except for his face.
It's the scene where he's just like
What's the point?
he gets out of his car and he's like shooting a bunch of watermelons and stuff like that, right? That's what you're talking about?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They like try to make him like a secret guy and then they give like his like name and like date of birth and address.
Seriously.
A social security number, all the things.
I think the point was just like this guy. There's a reason why he kills. It's not like he's an assassin for hire. Like,
Yeah.
he gets paid
To kill.
To kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like contracted.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
probably a job that pays well. Because you got to be good at it.
Yeah. And you got to stay.
Secretive?
Because you can't get caught.
Well, he didn't do a good job of that part. So now
Or
we...
did he?
I guess. This is why I said this. It's hard to like just talk about this movie because it's just scene. So now assassins are gone, and now we're watching the cops shoot out with the guy who murdered his family inside of a home.
Hilarious. This is actually, I found this funny. Talk about this serial killer. I guess I have no idea the background of this guy. They mentioned a little bit, but he's basically held up in a house, and there's like a legit like gunfight, one man versus like an entire police force.
Yeah, and like there's 3 dead people in the house. Like he killed 3 people.
Yeah, because they throw gas into the house
Yeah.
to get him out, and then the second he like comes out, they just like open fire on the guy, and then they go in, and his entire family's dead, or whoever was in the house is dead.
I thought it was his family, but it could have just been
Yeah.
random. I don't exactly remember. Does anyone remember?
No.
They don't mention, I don't think, because
I don't think they mentioned. But is this a real person?
no way.
I don't think
No
this
way.
one
It's
is.
a real type of killer.
Not the scenes. I mean, is like the person.
I don't know.
What was the person like? Did the person exist?
I don't think so.
I think these are all made up, but the type of killer it portrays, I think it portrays him as a family annihilator, which is like, I mean, you can assume what that is.
Yeah. If that's his family, I mean, there's also the fact that he could have just like been on the run and like held up in a house.
Yeah.
We're just going by what we know, and
Yeah.
it looked.
Which is not much.
Yeah, I assumed it was the family, but it could be either or.
I assumed it was the family too.
That's what I assumed too. So we're all on the same page. We can either be right or wrong. It doesn't matter.
Speaking of
because
page, you have notes on your page.
I do, because that page is now going to
Turn.
another autopsy, which we see this like decayed looking body.
Sure.
And they're just autopsying the body. The autopsy just keeps going on, and we just keep seeing more and more autopsy. That's it.
You're gonna get a lot of autopsies. I know eventually we do transition into some interesting stuff with electrocuting.
There we go. All right, now we see a man who has brutally raped and murdered a older woman.
Yeah, I found.
83-year-old woman, to be exact.
I thought this is one of the more interesting faces of death, as I say it in quotations, as this guy says it, because he builds the guy up as like this brutal, ruthless killer. I think the name is Larry Da Silva.
Yeah.
Criminal, not a real person. You think you said he's like the director's?
This is not a real like death on screen. I think this was one of the ones that was like a director's friend, and they filmed it in the director's attic, like
Gotcha.
the whole electrocution scene.
Yeah. No, I think this is cool because brutal killer like doesn't care about death, like the way they were talking about it, and then eventually when they even make like, I think it's like making mockery of it, like up in like until the point of death, and then like once they were walking him to the chair,
Yeah.
the fear that he was coming out of, like he did not want to die, like
Yeah, he was terrified.
being face to face with
The actual face of death.
face to face with like finality of life, spooked him. I mean, he's dead.
He is dead. Yeah, he gets electrocuted. He's not dead, so they re-electrocute him. You see, like, the foam come out of his mouth. Once the blood starts trickling down from behind the blindfolds, you know this man is fried.
Speaking of electric chairs, you know what was really fun? The shocker thing.
In Wildwood, where you could just hold on to the thing and it, like, shock your hands.
The one at Six Flags is the one that I did,
Yep.
but yeah, it's fun. I mean, I'm sure that has nowhere near, even remotely near the wattage that could kill a human being.
I mean, I hope not.
Just having it, that anybody can use for $1.50 at an amusement park.
I remember that actually, like, it used to hurt a little bit. Like,
You feel a little bit afterwards
Yeah.
too. You're like,
this is weird.
fun
I
though.
feel like you'd be able to feel that in your teeth.
I don't remember
I
that.
didn't, but maybe. I mean, there's also like the Uncle. Is that Uncle Fester? The Addams Family
Yeah,
one that they used to?
that was the one you could just stand and hold.
Fester was the best.
Yeah. You
You
ever play
could put-
Fester's Quest?
You could put a light bulb in Fester's mouth and it lights up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Fester's Quest, great game, right, Fry?
I think they said the electric chair was like 2,000 volts.
I'm gonna say that's the same wattage as the ones they use at the amusement park.
So you're saying I've survived an electric chair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as an electrical engineer, I'll tell you 2,000 volts is probably like, yeah, you're like getting hit by multiple buses at the same time.
Yeah,
Like, that's
your insides are getting fucking fried.
yeah. There's no comment. There's no surviving that.
Where does the foam of your body come from? Like this guy was foaming.
Yeah, I actually know
What
the
is
science
foam?
behind the mouth foam.
No idea.
Is it from your stomach? Is it acid that's converted into?
Oh, that would make sense.
I don't know what it, but it's always foam. Like what is it? Maybe that's something that
We need a scientist to answer.
yeah, we don't have a resident scientist.
I mean, I thought Melvin was our resident scientist.
He is.
He is.
Melvin.
He is.
God
Can you
bless
call
the man.
him? You have his number, don't you?
I do not.
do not.
God.
It kind of happens.
You might have his number.
I
You
don't have his number.
Okay, come on.
It kind of happens when people are like poisoned, or like when people have seizures too. It kind of happens.
Yeah.
I don't know what triggers that.
Yeah, I don't know. But what I do know is we're going to enter a sand village, and we're going to see a man get beheaded.
Great transition.
That's it.
Yeah, no, that's the thing about
That's
this movie.
the
Though.
scene. Yeah.
There's some really quick ones that you can't even give context to. They're
It's
just like
because
quick,
he's
but-
just like, and here, this is an execution in a different area.
He had
And it's
a-
just the beheading.
He had a straight up ninja sword, like, and he
Yeah.
just swiped them down.
This narrator is very dull. Context for some are much greater than others.
Yeah. Well, we're about to deep dive into one right
Yeah.
now. We are going to enter Brian's personal favorite territory, the world of cults.
This was fucking cool. Give you that.
So we
Cults are
see the
interesting.
cult leader, and we learn like the narrator's like, and he is a maniac.
Yeah, so
Right away.
it's just like it looked like people were in a ring and there's always like the one leader, and
Yeah.
apparently this cult like relishes in dead organs because they think that the dead organs will
Give them eternal life.
immortality. Yeah.
So we see them cut open. I think the person's alive. So they're cutting open a live person, and then they just start eating his insides. No cooking involved, just eating them.
A lot of
So-
salmonella in this movie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
seriously.
ask Brian's opinion. There's a woman, and she starts rubbing the blood
Oh,
all
she's
over
hot,
her.
dude.
Yeah,
She's
because
hot,
with this,
too.
so she's rubbing the blood all over her tits.
I actually don't even remember what she looks like.
Are you passion bumping that?
Yes.
Passion bump. Passion bump. Passion bump. Now, Jen, this question is to you. Can you believe that we just passion bumped a scene in Faces of Death?
No, I really can't.
We did it.
I mean,
We've arrived.
Glad one of you got off to
But
it.
this is the
'Cause I'm
definition.
still just as dry as sandpaper.
This is
God.
a blood orgy. They eat this person raw, and then they have a blood orgy.
They do have a blood orgy. There's the forest critters come and watch.
Yeah, from South Park, yeah. This is a blood orgy.
Snow White's in the background.
Oh, God. It's gross. The whole thing is just gross.
Cool scene, though.
It is. It's the most interesting scene maybe in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But, like, it's interesting how they cover so many, like, areas that people die, and they just show, like, a cult eating a human being.
Yeah.
It's just, like...
They're like, this seems like a good fit.
Yeah, like the scope of, like, where you're going for these deaths, like, some are just, like, very bizarre, and then some are just, like, way out of, like, why would you put this in the movie? Like, I don't understand
They're
it.
like, we're past the animals. We opened the monkey brain. Someone's been beheaded. We went through the slaughterhouse. Why not? Let's have a blood orgy.
Like, you go from, like, a gator pulling one person down into the river, which is not entertaining at all, to, like, something like a cult eating and having a blood orgy.
Yes. So we're actually going to transition back to animals, but stay in the realm of cults. We're going to meet the holiness branch of the Church of God cult, where
Oh, God.
they dance with a bunch of poisonous snakes. What is the exact ritual they're performing? Because they even mentioned that someone has been bitten by a snake and died from this ritual. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Because they literally mentioned the snakes are fucking poisonous.
Yes.
And they're holding the snakes.
I was so incredibly lost. I can't even tell you.
I think this is one of the dumbest scenes I mean, this movie was dumb, but, like, this was such a stupid fucking scene.
Yeah, I think it was if you committed sins or whatever, you have to do some sort of jig holding a poisonous snake.
Yes.
And if it bites you,
you've failed. You sinned too much.
you've essentially paid your
Dues.
If
your
it,
penance.
if it
Your-
bites you, we just gave you the particularly irritable one for the
punishment
day.
has been
Yeah, like, did you see how overjoyed these people were to be holding and dancing and waltzing with these snakes?
Yeah, no, that's the thing about cults are fascinating.
Amazing.
Like, they're
Truly.
so interesting. What has to go through, because these people truly have bought in
They've
to
bought in.
cults, and they believe in everything that's happening. And it's like, the mindset is so fascinating to me.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. It's just like a different.
Honestly,
Thought process.
watch cult documentaries. I don't remember, and I'm sure if I look it up, I just listened to a podcast about it. This one particular cult where, like, the woman who ran it was like that, and she was like this health nut. She was selling like this stupid. It was a recent one too. I just don't remember the name. Where they were selling like this stuff that they thought could cure COVID. She said don't do conventional medicine and everything. And then ironically, she got really sick. Like, she probably had cancer or something, like colon cancer, and needed conventional medicine. But because she had preached forever to her followers that you should never do conventional medicine, none of that, don't see a doctor, they wouldn't let her go see a doctor. And she ended up dying.
Wow.
Karma.
Held her to it.
Literally.
Karma. Well, got to move out of cults now because, like I said, the movie jumps,
On to the
and
next
jumps.
face of death.
Yeah, so speaking of jumping,
Next phase.
we're on a ledge.
Great.
and
Oh.
a woman is gonna jump.
The old suicide, huh?
Yeah, she's gonna hit the street pretty hard.
This isn't Midsummer?
Oh my god.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
no.
Stupa?
This is not. This is actually less graphic than the Stupa. Except this one, I think, is an actual real jumping
Is it?
suicide. So I think this is one of the ones that's actually real. So it's dark.
Yeah, it is dark.
I think the narrator was most perplexed by suicide.
The mindset that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like known now, that whole like chemical imbalance where you can't, like, your brain is just telling you one thing even though you know it's wrong.
You just got like that sloshed COVID brain.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. But he goes on like all the suicide statistics, and he just, talks about those and who's more likely to commit suicide and the ways that people are more likely to commit suicide based
Sure.
off of male and female. And then we just go into Sam Berkowitz being cryogenically frozen after he died. We're just
Sure.
there. We are there now.
Sammy B.
Who is Sam Berkowitz? The name sounded hella familiar.
That sounds like probably
Wasn't that the son of Sam?
David Berkowitz.
Yeah.
Ah, that's
Probably his
okay.
cousin.
His cousin. I thought we were going to Walt Disney.
Yeah, right.
He's in cryo,
The
right?
son
Yeah.
of David Berkowitz. Okay. So this man's cryogenically frozen like Walt Disney.
But I feel like, what's the point of cryogenically freezing you if you're dead?
I don't know.
Like, wouldn't you do that like when you're still alive?
I feel like they do it right before death.
Yeah, and the idea is that when they thaw you out, there will be a cure for whatever you were sick of.
But if
And
we
that's-
ever go into an apocalypse, you're all just fucked.
Oh, yeah.
You'll all be thawed and then immediately die.
Well, they said that they drain all the blood out of you and then put this like solution into your
Liquid
body
nitrogen, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they do?
as if your body could sustain itself on something other than blood.
Yeah, it's... I don't know.
Again, I'd rather just die.
Yeah, it sounds more pleasant. Speaking of pleasant, this next scene is actually one of the most unpleasant scenes of the whole movie.
Sure.
We see the drowned bodies. I never realized how gross an actual drowned body looks. How it's all like blown up and like
Oh, yeah.
filled with water. And
So
like,
this is like a regular drowning pool.
let the bodies hit the floor. No, it's disgusting though. Like,
yeah, no, your body like gets real bloated. I mean, it's no grosser than like, what's that called when your muscles start tensing up after you die?
cramps.
You know
rigor
what I'm-
mortis.
Rigor mortis,
Ah.
yeah. It's no grosser than rigor mortis.
I guess, yeah.
I mean,
don't know.
for me, it's all gross.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
very
yeah.
That body bloating like that is
good. Ugh.
What is that?
rigor mortis.
It's where your body hardens, basically, like a metapod after you die.
Yeah.
Essentially, like, that's why people move after they die, because it's their muscles just like tensing and doing whatever the fuck.
It was like that cartoon show before Rick and Morty became a thing. Rick and Morty was the reboot of rigor mortis.
Or, fuck, what was that? Weekend at Bernie's.
yeah, we
Yes.
can have Bernie's.
Brian.
Did you ever watch Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, good.
Do
Do you remember that part in the movie where
I
like
kinda like it.
the girl thinks Bernie's alive and just fucks the dead body?
Yeah, wild. That's comedy.
Dick or mortis?
Oh my god.
That's a funny fucking movie too.
It is.
That
I
is
really
like a-
like that movie. So we're done. We're moving now to a cave, and a man has fallen, and he just died in the cave.
Yeah, he just falls in Sanctum.
Yeah.
He just falls in the cave and like because he was going down
Yeah,
and
it was,
descending into
it
the
was
cave.
descending. It was the descent.
And then they find him because they were like looking for him, I guess, and he was just like must have fallen.
He broke his neck, they
his
say.
neck, yeah.
They broke his neck, and he died.
This is like truly where do you pick the death scenes for this movie? Is this like a you win a prize, like they spin a wheel? Do they just have like a ginormous
You're up
wheel
next.
of like 1,000 ways to die and they just pick them? Because there's no real like differentiating for someone falling in a cave to like somebody free falling down an elevator. Like there's no really difference. So I don't understand why they're picking to die in certain ways than others.
I think specifically this one, maybe one other one, was that I guess the narrator was trying to say like sometimes like human nature is to put themselves in riskier situations. Like
Okay.
that's just kind of like what humans kind of do sometimes.
They're risk takers.
Yeah, like going on a boat in the Louisiana Bayou and swimming by crocodiles.
Well, that's perfect because this actually then makes sense to the transition. We transition to the man pulling his car over next to a bear.
You're right. Yeah, it's fucking so stupid.
But like Damian was saying, it's showing that people just put themselves in stupid situations because this is a grizzly bear. They're apparently the most dangerous bear on the planet.
It ain't a black bear.
No, black bears, you could just mush its face and it'll go away. You can't do that to a grizzly bear.
No.
I would love to see you do that.
I know I could mush a bear's face and it would walk away.
Shane's been saying this for years.
I have, because I know it's possible. I couldn't do it to a grizzly, though. You don't fuck with a grizzly bear. And this guy learns that because this bear just rips this guy to shreds.
Would you ever mush a bear's face for clout?
Yes.
Just you.
I'm sure Damian, right?
I would mush a bear's face for clout.
Yeah, you're just yo, let me get this black bear, mush its
You're
face
super
away.
active on Instagram, right?
I wouldn't go anywhere near a bear.
I don't think anybody should be going near bears. I'm just saying, you seem like the kind of guy that would mush bear face for clout.
Yeah, definitely. A black bear, 100%. I wouldn't do a polar bear. Those guys are also sick.
Yeah,
Polar bears are killers.
and they are.
Are you just basing them off their coats now?
What do you mean?
Black bear, polar bear, grizzly bear.
There's only 3 bears.
Yeah, you're saying you'd smush one's face.
Yeah,
and
just
then
the black bear.
And then the other, you're just like, nah, fuck
No,
them.
there's also
Well, no,
the-
because grizzly bears are very aggressive, and I think polar bears also. But a black bear, they're kind of bitches.
Yeah.
They're the bitches of the bear universe.
What about the gummy bears?
I would eat one.
Bernstein bears?
I can handle.
Pan-
they're brown though, so
Panda
they're
bear.
dangerous.
Be careful. They're kosher.
Panda bear.
Oh, panda bear. Ooh.
Koala bear.
I could handle a koala. They're high all day.
Yeah. I think koala bears don't I don't think they live that long.
They also are almost extinct and have
yeah.
chlamydia.
Yeah, they don't live that long. It's very tough for them to
Where did
survive.
that come from?
Koalas?
Chlamydia?
I'm almost positive almost all koala bears are infected with chlamydia. I'm gonna Google that, but I'm almost positive. I
You
remember
said that
hearing-
with such conviction. I can't doubt you. That was
I don't think anybody
I'm
can.
Yeah.
assuming you have chlamydia.
No, I'm the
you're on to something here.
koalas. And chlamydia, it's literally the second option when you type in koalas.
I don't know if I'd rather prefer the koala chlamydia or just the regular.
So when
C.
you type in koalas, it's koalas to the max. Koalas and chlamydia. Koalas are stupid. Koalas Animal Crossing. Koalas fighting. Those are the top 5 answers.
Can someone tell me why this is a horror movie?
Because of the death.
I think it's supposed to make you feel very uncomfortable and scared because of death being so final.
Maybe back then this movie scared people.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of people were saying. If you look at the IMDb reviews, people are like, "This just does not live long." People apparently thought this was
This did
a
not
scary
age
movie.
well.
No, yeah, exactly. It didn't. A lot of people were like, "This was shock value back in the '70s," but now it's just kind of a mess.
Sorry, I'm still reading about koalas.
So that's kind of how I felt with a movie we're going to review later, 120 Days of Sodom, because even though it's definitely a way more interesting movie than this, I felt like the length of that movie didn't age well.
Yeah,
Yeah, because obviously it's a sick movie. We're doing it later this month, but
it's a long movie.
the shock value from the 70s does not translate very well over into the new age.
No, it's not.
Could also just be a personal preference. but-
Yeah. To me, I thought that movie was pretty gross.
What,
Yeah.
120? Yeah.
The way they danced around, they made it it was so pleasurably and comedic for them. It just kind of sick and twisted.
Yeah.
But I could see what you're saying. That doesn't age well. I mean, you could take that movie and people could be like, "This is just funny," and yeah,
Well, we'll get into that.
it's very senseless though.
First, we now have to transition from bear attacks to a flood in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, natural
which
disasters here.
left hundreds dead. We see a storm that left a whole lot of carnage and destruction from a tornado, a giant building fire, and we see people jumping from the windows to escape the fire.
I hate that footage. Every time I see a fire or something where people don't know whether they want to go back through the building to burn alive or
just
jump off the building to end it, it's fucking hard for me to watch that.
Yeah, because you put yourself in that situation. It's what would you do?
Yeah. There's literally a documentary on you ever watch those 9/11 documentaries of people jumping? There's literally a doc. I don't know where it is about one of the shots a photographer took about a man. It's I think it's called The Falling Man or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You see
Where
that?
he's upside down falling from the building. Yeah,
Fucking so disturbed. I can't watch that.
it's fucked up.
I'm pretty sure there's you can find, I don't know if there was video of it back then when I think it was from a skirt making factory or something. It was a very specific, a dress making factory or something where they didn't have fire regulation rules. And I'm almost positive it was on the East Coast, up in New York or something, where all this flammable shit just caught fire. And obviously the people who own the place made it out. They're rich people. But they literally just let the whole building burn. And you can see images of the women like just jumping out.
Yeah,
That was before we had worker laws.
yeah, that's
fucking
tough.
brutal.
That is graphic content. Like I do not like those 9/11 docs or anything like that with fires, but I do like volcanoes
That's great.
that don't hurt people, of course.
Me too.
'Cause
Very
ma-
nice. Volcanoes
I
are
got-
cool.
From what I hear, you get close to magma,
You could just get
die.
set on fire.
Yeah, you could die. It's like
Yeah, that's how
that
hot it is. Speaking of hot, we're going to see hot garbage on a beach. Just garbage on a beach. He starts talking about pollution and how cars are just killing people and animals, and it's disgusting. And we see like
he's literally speaking Elon Musk into existence.
he's talking about protesters and how they're protesting nuclear energy. And how one guy thought he was the monk on the Rage Against the Machine album and just sets himself on fire.
I saw that.
And I'm like, the monk was a lot more calm when he did that and just sat there and took it. This man flails and yells.
Yeah,
Which that monk had to be in a whole new place of like Zen
Yeah,
to just
literally
sit there and
just about to say
allow
that.
that to happen.
That guy has proved you can literally get into a mindset
Yeah.
where you can just fucking not feel pain. Like was sick.
Yeah.
That is sick.
Because the guy that we see in this video,
He's a phony.
yeah,
He's a fake.
he's a fake protester. He didn't know how to protest, right?
Unless he was real in the sense of like he doesn't care about the pain, but
Yeah,
like
he
that monk
embraced
just sat there, crossed legs, lit himself on fire.
Yeah, this guy was
Wild.
Yeah, this guy was flopping around.
Why is this guy on fire, by the way?
Oh, to protest nuclear energy.
That's your plan?
Yeah, I think was it like a power plant that opened
Yeah.
and they just did it right in front of it.
Okay.
But you think of it like this. I know you're trying to make a statement. You may think that's the move, but like once you do that, you can't do any more protesting afterwards.
No, you also don't know if your protest worked. Like,
No.
but if it didn't work, like that was a waste. Like
It's a waste of your life.
Yeah.
It's a waste of gasoline.
all the poor people that got to go and put you out and watch you burn alive. That's like scarring people.
Yeah, you got to smell that burnt flesh.
Yeah.
Burnt flesh can't smell good.
No, it can't. You know what else probably didn't smell good? Hitler.
No.
So now we're going to see clips of World War II and Hitler and Benito Mussolini.
Yeah.
Which we just see people
It's there.
putting people in.
Mass graves?
Yep, mass graves. We see mass graves.
6 million? Is
Yep.
that the
I
number?
think it's like the Holocaust, right? Is
This is
essentially what
literally-
we're seeing here.
I can't wrap my head around like 6 million people dying.
It's crazy
Yeah,
to
like,
think
just
like,
like those numbers. That's daunting. That's
Yeah.
like some crazy population there.
just because you were a different religion, like
Yeah,
it's nuts
like
when you
that
really
is
think about it.
that is like a huge hit to the surplus world population.
Yeah.
6 million is a lot of people.
Yeah.
I know we're a population of like now 8 billion, but like
but I mean,
6
'cause
million is
it's
a
like 8
large
billion,
sum.
but it's like 8 billion, but then you think about it, like literally like a third of that is just in India and China.
Yeah.
So when you
Yeah.
take the 6 million then and put it like that's like triple the population of like Ireland. So that's like you killed Ireland twice. Like it's 3 times. It's crazy.
And it was also like all targeted. So
Yeah.
you targeted a Jewish
Yeah.
population.
Yeah.
That was just atrocious. That was like very
It's hate.
graphic imagery of like the trench. You saw the trench
Yeah.
with all like
Oh.
the
Brutal.
dead bodies. That was horrible.
And then once again, we then carry on now to rats. We just
Yeah.
move back and forth. There's no, and now rats are. This is he does
Disease
actually
spreaders?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
disease
disease
It's
spreaders.
just so consistent.
Yeah.
And then we talk about bats and rabies. And man, if this movie only knew about COVID coming out,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he didn't touch on the Black Death in this.
he says for like 2 seconds, rats carried the bubonic plague, and then it's never talked about again. Like
Yep.
it's just like a passing comment.
I know we touch on it in our Devils review, like way back
Yeah.
when. But like, if you guys ever read about like the symptoms of the Black Plague,
Just,
Oh, yeah.
it's
God.
literally the worst thing ever.
Yeah. It's like Ebola times 12.
Times 12, yeah. And Ebola is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Like just the way it sounds. The bubonic plague is just like, you're like
Yeah.
getting turned inside out. Pretty
Yeah.
Or
much.
like influenza. Influenza's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's ooh, horrible.
Like the just the thought of like your insides just leaking out of you from everywhere, and then like your actual skin rotting to let more leakage out. It's can you imagine? Like there was no medicine back then.
no.
I always
They're
thought,
like, let's just put this like leech on you and hope for the best.
I always thought that it was like that the bubonic plague, because I know that they were supposed to be black pus and stuff.
Yeah.
I always thought it was like when I was younger and my mom would let me look at photos, I was like, so just barnacles grow in your skin? Like I
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah, and that's when you get like, because there's literally no cure for this. That's why like anybody that was, we saw it in the Devils, like they were coming out with these like because doctors were like trying to work on them, but like the third party, the plague doctors were coming about because they were just like trying anything, alligator skin, slapping people.
You
in the
know
face.
it still exists, right?
The plague?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Like
There was a case like in Colorado or something, or no? I heard something
it's
like that.
It's very, very sporadic in different parts of Europe and like other stuff. It still very much exists.
Can you imagine just being the one guy nowadays who gets the plague? Like,
My God.
like you
It
have
would
to be the unluckiest person.
It would probably be just like a very small like epidemic at that point.
Oh, God.
We probably have better medication to combat this.
Yeah, I would.
And
think
if you're
so.
like vaccinated at birth, I'm sure you're.
Yeah.
Is that one of the vaccinations we get? Because I think one of the vaccinations.
Rubella, probably not.
Yeah, rubella's one of
MMR.
them.
MMR.
Yeah,
is
there's
what
that.
They
get
took
so many.
they took one of those out, didn't they? Like measles or something, and then kids started getting it.
Oh, really?
But right before COVID, they had removed one of those from, or like stopped vaccinating kids for it, and then suddenly right before it was like gone, it was just like, hey, guess what? These kids have it now.
Yikes. Yeah.
It is so hard to get rid of disease.
Oh,
it
yeah.
really is.
Yeah, that's why we're seeing this now. But
There's too many people, too crowded, too on top of each other.
and I'm not diminishing
It just
COVID. I'm just saying
spreads.
some of these older ones are just like the
horrific.
symptoms. The symptoms are just like fucking nuts.
Like, it's just because like
skin
there's-
rot.
They just seem so painful.
Yeah,
It seems like
yeah.
such a painful way to go. Not that I'm not downplaying
No,
COVID,
yeah, no.
obviously, but like just like you said, your skin literally rotting in front of you.
It rots. Your body comes out of you. Like it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Like there's no other way to describe it.
Yeah. All right, let's keep on the sad topic because now we go to Africa where we see children starving, which is always just like
I can't do this either. This is another thing that like bothers me. You know, like you're talking about like the animal deaths, like people starving does something to me. I
because
can't
it's
look
like
at it.
they're kids. There's just nothing they can do about
and
it.
they're so hungry, they look bloated. Like
Yeah.
it's so hard to
Or
watch.
like vice versa, where you can literally just see every bone in their body.
Yeah. Dude, they're this abnormally like toothpick skin.
yeah, it's terrible.
It's like how do you function like throughout the day? Like how do you lift anything?
You're so body's so weak
you
and
can't.
tired. Like
Which like going back to the Holocaust, like that's what they did to them. They made them that skinny, and then they still made them work.
yeah, it's literally sick. I can't. It's a tough one.
it's brutal. But now we'll move to them studying dogs by injecting dogs with cancer and trying to like figure out how you fight cancer, right? That's essentially what's happening
Yeah,
here.
this is my girlfriend's
For the
philosophy.
next 2 minutes.
She's very big. She thinks that we should stop testing on animals and we should start testing on
Humans.
people on death row. That's her philosophy.
That's dark because what if someone on death row is not actually guilty?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that.
That happens a lot.
I don't know. Like that's her thoughts. She doesn't want animals getting tested on.
I mean,
I get where she's coming from.
no. I don't want animals getting tested on either, but I'm not saying let's just start testing on people instead. I think they're both wrong in their own
I'm
right.
uncomfortable testing on people too. What do you test
Unless
on?
someone's like willingly use my body for science. I don't want to just grab people out of prison and be like,
Yeah.
But then you can't go back and say, I don't want to use my body for science anymore. It's like, ma'am, you have cancer now.
yeah.
And you could get
You
those
gotta
crazy side effects.
you gotta have some waivers, some
Yeah.
crazy waivers.
Maybe I don't know what you got to test on something alive.
Yeah.
I think most of our medical procedures were probably performed on animals first.
Oh yeah.
I would imagine.
So we're off the dog and we'll move on to just a man whose parachute doesn't work.
Terrifying.
So this is where some of these are actually
This is
interesting.
skydiving.
Yes, because like that's another one. You're falling for so long.
He's
like
like,
what is just running through your mind?
that's what he says. The narrator's like, I wonder what he's thinking about.
But that's the like I agree with the narrator. Like, what is this man? Like, what are you thinking about?
Cause of death. He did have cardiac arrest while going down.
But that's good.
He's like, but I disagree because if you look at the footage, he looks like he's struggling. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, well, maybe he's just struggling with cardiac arrest.
Yeah, seriously. It's like, you're like, oh, my chest.
Yeah. So like,
That's really funny. I don't know why. Maybe I've just seen too much dark shit at this point. That was hilarious.
You're really trying to entertain yourself because this movie's fucking everywhere.
Yeah. Then we see.
I feel like this has been such a long review.
It actually hasn't.
it hasn't. That's the crazy.
I know. It
We
just
hit
feels
we're
so
at
long.
At an hour 5.
Hour 5. We're almost.
Are we? Because I don't remember
Yeah.
how this movie ends.
We're
There's
getting
not-
at some stuff
yeah.
more now and then we're gonna get to the supernatural shit.
Yeah. Then we see the stunt driver drive off of literally a tiny cliff and die.
You were thinking Alec Baldwin when you were watching this. That was going through your fucking head.
I was like, what is this, Russ?
Or The Crow.
Yeah. No, but yeah, the guy, he dies from there. I think he died. I always think of that joke where they're like, they're doing a terrible job of supporting his neck and spine, but they're literally just carrying him out like he's fucking Jello.
Yeah, then this was interesting though, because I like, but you know, no one knows that like, because when you see the movie, you just see the hero walking away from the scene.
Yeah.
You don't like see like the background of like the guy that died.
We cut to a giant train wreck where there's just carnage everywhere.
That very few percentage of a train looks very bad when there's a wreck, because there's like a couple of trains like piled up and like everybody's literally emaciated on the floor. It's brutal.
Wild. This is when we cut to now the woman who was hit by a semi-truck when she was on her bike. This, I can confirm, is real. I read this is a real crime scene footage of a dead woman's body with her head crushed from the tractor trailer.
Yeah,
so that is all real.
That was brutal.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Then we actually cut to more, I believe, real footage of a plane crash. And this is sick because imagine you're in this suburban, like San Diego, and you look out your window because you hear a bang, and there's just fucking torsos on your lawn. Like,
this was like an air traffic control disaster and debacle because that huge plane collided with a smaller plane.
Yeah.
And that's why it happened. And that's why they say like the suicide rates for that job are like fucking through the roof.
Yes. That is why they make so much money, because no one wants the job. Because it's apparently one of the most stressful jobs of all time. Like, you have to think, every day that you work, hundreds of people's lives are in your hand. And if you make the tiniest mistake,
just to make sure your plane does not crash course with any other air flying device up there. Yeah, sure.
Telling a plane to land if the landing zone's not clear. There's so many things that can go wrong.
I'm saying, like, even like you have to register drones when you buy them because you can't like fly it up there near an airport or anything like that.
Actually, you're right. You can't fly it at a certain time of year. Like, this one girl that I watched, she lives in Savard, which is a town close to the North Pole. They're in their polar night right now, and because even though it's registered, because it's the polar night, she's not allowed to fly it.
Wow. When you say polar night, is that like the 30 days of night?
Well, I mean, it's like 3 months of darkness.
That's more than 30 days. That's 90 days.
Yeah.
I want to review that movie.
I mean, she said they're not going to see like any light until like March, like full light.
That is
like
so crazy.
Like they get like a sunset. They can see like a sunset type thing where you get like a glimpse, but like the sun never comes up.
That is wild.
And then after that, you get the 90 days of all sun, and it's never night.
Yeah, that's like
That's worse.
Yeah, I would not be able to sleep.
don't they like
Blackout curtains, yes.
yeah. No, I'm thinking about like Midsummer. Don't they mention something about that in Midsummer?
Where it's like lighter, longer, or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, think so.
I mean, that's what we're doing right now. Like in our year, it's all dark right now.
It's
it's
very depressing. this
getting
time of
better.
year.
It's gets dark
Well,
after
yeah.
5 now.
Yeah, every day after, what is it, December 21st, we get like another minute of light or something like that. So
Which was so nice because it sucked when it was getting dark at 4:30.
I hate when it gets dark at that time.
Me too.
So
Especially when I was going to work, like in an office, like waking up in darkness, working, and then leaving
back
in
in
darkness is so depressing.
Do you still work from home?
Yeah, what's
God, I
great.
hate you.
With that said, here we go. Now we're searching for ghosts. We're talking about immortal souls. We're talking about Joseph Bender. His son is dead. His wife killed herself. So we're talking about grief. And we're talking about a man who wants to see their spirits again. He wants to see their ghosts. So he has flour on the floor. He calls a medium. And if there's one thing this movie has done, apparently it's proven that ghosts are real.
Yeah, if you believe it, the movie proves it.
Sure. Why not? At this point.
So yeah, they capture sound, they capture footprints. We see it in the flower. The medium comes over and she starts talking as the son and as the wife.
I think they even mentioned too that they had like the photographic proof of 2 apparitions, like 2 ghosts.
Yes. So ghosts are real now.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
Confirmed in 1978.
Yes. I guess we forgot. But they are confirmed real. Then we cut back to the doctor finally. And he says, when we die, it isn't really the end. It's just the beginning for us. And that's when we see a woman give birth to a beautiful baby as whimsical music and flowers and animals play over the screen.
Yeah, the music was interesting. I guess it's like cycle of life. Lady gives birth, which is kind of like a nice touch. I did like that.
Yeah, no,
part.
it was a good little bow on top of the
music.
present. Yeah.
The music wasn't it though.
No, it was,
Did not like the music at the end.
and that's it. That's the Faces of Death. We did it, guys, girl. We did it.
It's over.
Singular girl.
Okay,
Singular
let's
girl.
get to the review, Shane. What do you got?
I fucking hated this movie.
Thank you.
Come on.
It had some interesting
Shut up, Damian.
deaths, but overall, I hated it. It was boring. It was gross at times. Not I guess it was too real with the animals for me. No, I hated it. I hated it. I'm gonna give it. We talked about this. I will play by the rules.
You don't have to.
I'm going to give this a 1 out of 10.
What do you want to give it?
A 0.
Okay.
But I will give it a 1 because it is a movie and it does exist and it deserves at least a number for that.
My rule system is that there's no 0 in our rating scale. If we had 0 to 10.
Yeah, nope. It's fair. So I will give it a 1.
Okay. Because I'd agree. Like, I would love to give this movie, like I said in our text, an upside down smiley face.
But there are rules.
But I mean, the rating scale is not upside down smiley face to 10. But I mean, you can surely add the commentary.
We might have to. No. All right, but what are you going to give
I'm
it then?
definitely giving this movie way too higher of a rating than it really should have. A 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Which is actually lower than the rating IMDb has this at.
It has a 4.2.
Or 4.3 or something.
Yeah.
I'll check.
Which
I'm curious.
And the reason I'm giving it this, because I did not like this movie as well. It's a very low, borderline 3 for me. It did make me feel a certain way.
4.2.
It made me feel upset. Like, I was not happy after watching this movie, and I don't know if that was the point. I don't know what the point of this movie was, which is why I didn't like it. I thought the narrating was boring as fuck. Not that it was going to be good anyway, because the flow and transitions from death scene to death scene I thought were very poorly done. Not a lot to talk about. I guess if you take the context of the 70s and the shock value, that might work for you. I don't like doing that. I think a movie should be able to stand alone no matter what time period it's in. So 4 out of 10, which is probably a little generous, but yeah, didn't like it. Definitely the worst, in my opinion, of the movies we're reviewing in February. So yeah. I probably will watch the other ones, though, just because I like to torture myself.
Yep.
I'm also going to give it a 1 because I can't give it a 0.
But you want to give it a 0.
I want to so bad. Side note, this movie doesn't have a rating, just so you know.
Wait, on IMDb?
Yeah, it's not rated.
You mean it's not rated like rated R or not rated as in a number
Not
score?
rated R or anything.
Oh.
I guess they got too bored watching this to continue.
Not rated. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. Were they reading things in the 70s effectively?
I don't know.
I don't
I
think
don't know
so.
either. No, they were. Because Texas Chainsaw Massacre was rated R.
Yeah, he's right.
Oh, I guess
It was either PG or R.
Yep.
they did not bother with this one.
No.
But I was so bored watching this. And like I feel like I don't like as fucked up things as you guys do sometimes, but I like gore and stuff like that. Like I'll watch that, but I was so bored. And that I strongly feel like the inconsistency of the whole film and the narration really just lost my interest. I started playing a video game because I fell asleep twice during this movie. I was like, well, to keep it on and have it in the background, I guess I'll put my headphones in and play a video game. And then I finished the video game and didn't have anything else to do except finish this movie. So 1 out of 10, I will never watch this again. I don't know if you can tell. I did not have a singular idea of what was going on this entire movie.
It's fair. None of us did, and we talked about it.
I don't think the narrator did either. As I'm saying, like, I don't know the vision of this movie at all.
Yeah. Damian?
I think I'm going to give this movie a 2. So higher than a 1. And I think because
You're more enthusiastic about this rating than you were when I was watching you watch this.
this movie is rough. It's rough to get through. Very uninteresting, in my opinion. I just, all the examples of, I would say maybe 90% of the deaths that are shown are just very uninteresting. There's just nothing to them that, like, you would say, wow, that's an interesting way somebody or something died. I just didn't like it. The narrator didn't help at all. Very unenthusiastic about just about everything in the movie.
Agreed.
The one thing that I found that I came away from with this movie, though,
Let me hear it.
was that, you're trying to find if there really is a soul that comes out of someone's body after they die. I wonder if they ever did an experiment where, like, somebody on their deathbed was, like, put on a scale, and then, like, when they actually died, do they weigh less?
Like
You know what I
weight to
mean?
the soul.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is an interesting theory.
I mean, you would weigh less anyway because you technically shit after you die.
Is that confirmed?
I don't know.
Is that a real
That
thing?
you should after you die?
Yeah. Is it like
yes, it is.
your bowel just released? Because I've heard that.
Yeah.
For a
My
long time.
dog died, and I went to go. Oh, it sucked. I came home to it, and I went to go like clean it up, and he literally shit.
That's dark.
Yeah, I know. My first thought was, "You motherfucker! Why'd you do that?" I was so mad about that.
My new carpet.
Well, anyways, yeah. So
My new
I give it a 2. I give it a 2 because it actually made me think of something interesting after watching it. But
that's fair.
That's about it.
You didn't like the insane?
No, I didn't.
You should watch Truth Seekers on Amazon Prime. It's by the same guys who did Shaun of the Dead. It's really good.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie. I love those guys.
We are going to review it one day.
I
This year?
am so excited because I love that movie.
Coming up this year.
It is.
It's probably my favorite zombie movie.
It's a great movie. Let's move on and get out of this movie once and for all.
Oh my God.
All right, Shaney boy, gentleman, hot boy, Damian,
The Eggman.
the Eggman. Do we have any nominations for?
Got a lot of options.
Yeah, we do. But I don't remember any of them.
So let me start.
Is anyone worth the Necronomicon?
Let me start. And this is a theory I've had since watching this movie. I want to say the narrator. I think he's dead. I think he's death. You don't see him die, but he's already dead.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm gonna go with whoever the fuck you guys pick because I just want to be done this movie.
Shane, how else could you be that deadpan and cruise us through this movie like a tour guide, a ferryman? Remember Chiron from the ferryman in Greek mythology
Yeah.
from Unfriended?
Accurate.
I just remember the movie Ferryman.
Okay, yeah.
Accurate. I'll go with it.
So, but I guess if we're playing by the rules, and I can't confirm if he's death or not, even though it's a big theory that I have. Fuck, dude. Like, there's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I want to say the monkey, but I'm actually going to go with the stupid fucking idiot that tried to go toe-to-toe with the bear.
That was actually who I was going to pick, Bri. The bear guy.
Yeah.
It was so dumb.
It's the fucking dumbest thing ever.
All right, Shaney boy, do you have any words of wisdom for the bear guy?
Oh, yes, I do. Bear guy. You are so fucking dumb. You thought you could just go up to a grizzly bear. Nah. Black bears. You take a black bear, you mush its face, it goes away. You ain't mushing a grizzly bear's face. I've been preaching this since at least June in a cabin in Pennsylvania. You mush a black bear's face, it'll go away. Grizzly bear, it's gonna eat you no matter what. You don't fuck with a grizzly bear. And I needed to get this life lesson out there to people who are listening. And that's why you're in our Necronomicon. Now people know.
Do not try this.
Disclaimer, don't actually mush any bears' faces.
Please don't touch wild animals,
Serious.
even if they're in a zoo.
Yeah.
Says to the guy who tried
Smush
to
bear?
pet the fucking tiger or some shit.
Yeah,
that
don't do
can't
that.
be a good idea. You mushing bears, Dame?
I'm not mushing bare face.
Okay,
no.
well,
I don't think there's a single like melee weapon you can take into a toe-to-toe with a bear where you come out alive.
Did you
My
mush?
hand, because I'll mush it.
Major theoretical question I have. Is it polar bear or polar bear?
Polar.
Okay.
Who said polar?
Me and Shane are on the same wave today.
We are. Who said polar?
Polar bear.
Just, you know, you ever hear, polar bears?
No.
I actually haven't.
Oh.
Damian, would you smush your parents' cat's face?
No,
You wouldn't smush Mocha's face?
I would not.
Give it a little mushy? Mush?
I would never smush my cat's face because she hates anything coming across her face. She probably just attacked me.
I probably like smush like a turtle, you know?
What is this, Campbell Holocaust?
Because like I think it's natural for their head to kind of just like go back in when they want it to, right?
Okay,
The science, I
but
got it.
I thought
Yeah.
you meant like one of like Sauce McGavin's like smush massages where you're doing like your curl in the face.
right.
I have a theory that young Dan's cat really likes abuse because
Wait, is the cat's name Christian Grey?
no, it's Maxie. Because he's like, you got to be rough with her. Like, she'll literally walk by you, sit in front of you, and look behind you like, are you going to do it?
The cat's trying to seduce young Dan.
And then he literally grabs the cat and aggressively like brings her over, and then they cuddle.
And that is, I don't even know what to say. This is a kinky cat, I guess. So, with that said, that was our Faces of Death review. Damian, thank you for being on. We're going to have you on for another episode.
2 more
Damien-
weeks, buddy.
Damian, do you want to promote anything?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm going to promote that next week. We are reviewing a Serbian film with special guest Melissa.
Yeah.
Our porn expert.
Yes, Melissa the porn expert. That's why we're having her on for a Serbian film, because it is nothing but porn.
It's interesting, like, because Melissa, we know, obviously, she's like so much deep with porn. She loves porn.
Right.
It's usually a guy thing. But,
Right.
like, to see a girl that's just so excited about pornographic materials,
Any like hentai, everything.
bondage,
Yeah.
like the old,
whips, chains.
I appreciate
thing.
her love for hentai.
Yeah.
yeah, she's just really into it.
Yeah, no, we all appreciate that, and we can't wait to have you on.
I was wondering why Scott has like all these scars.
So,
I just assumed he had like these weird, like, where he just kind of like had these tics where he would just like kind of scratch himself.
it's
Drops his knife every so often.
She's really into hentai?
no,
Oh,
but maybe
that was disappointing.
that's actually. So with that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week where we discuss if you can suck cum out of a penis.
Oh boy. Very excited for a Serbian film. Thanks for tuning in. You can catch us every Monday for a new review. I'm very excited for next week's review, by the way, as we're coming
me
to the
too.
end of Fucked Up February. You can follow us at The Final Podcast on Instagram, at The Final Pod Ever on Facebook and Twitter. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, and we'll see you soon.